Hi everybody and welcome to my channel. Today's topic is, can Coca-Cola ward off E. coli poisoning for Olympians swimming in the Seine River? Let's dive right in. So what is the claim by media? In the recent news, you may have found articles published on media platforms making outrageous claims about Coca-Cola. This title here says it all. Olympic swimmers are staving off E. coli poisoning by chugging Coca-Cola. Let's explore how they may have come to that conclusion and the accuracy of that claim. The first thing we would need to know is, what is E. coli? Escherichia coli is a bacterium that's commonly found in the gut of warm-blooded animals such as ourselves, and is part of the normal gut microbiome, which is the bacteria that naturally exists within our gut. Contaminated food and water can expose a person to pathogenic E. coli. Illness after exposure to contaminated drinking water and from recreational waters such as the Seine River is a possibility. Some strains can cause vomiting, nausea, bloody diarrhea, and stomach cramps. Before jumping to conclusions, first we need to consider that some strains of E. coli are not pathogenic. In fact, they're necessary in our gut to help develop and maintain a healthy immune system. And some E. coli strains have been shown to provide resistance to the gut colonization of pathogenic microorganisms. So what is it about Coca-Cola that allegedly protects Olympians from E. coli? Is it the caffeine, the carbonated water, the colours, the sweeteners? The news article doesn't say, it does not specify. Just to keep the video short, I've decided to focus on two of the ingredients commonly found in Coca-Cola. This is caffeine and sweeteners. So first I looked at the literature regarding caffeine. I found several articles. To keep the video short, I've selected three. Caffeine has been found to inhibit the growth of E. coli found in our gut microbiome. Caffeine could potentially inhibit biofilm formation in E. coli K12 that can cause urinary tract infections. And some studies have demonstrated that caffeine has a antimicrobial effect, but reports on the dose of caffeine required may vary. From these three studies, it appears that caffeine does have some beneficial properties, but this may depend on how much is consumed. It doesn't confirm that caffeine can protect against E. coli or ward off E. coli. Looking at the range of Coca-Cola products, I wanted to look at diet versus original varieties. The ingredients for both drinks are the same, except for the sweetener. In the original Coca-Cola, the sweetener is either sucrose or high fructose corn syrup. In the diet or zero varieties, the sweetener is known as aspartame. Aspartame has been quite widely researched, so I would like to focus on that for today's topic. Again, to keep this short, I want to look specifically at three strains of E. coli that are beneficial to our gut microbiome. These are E. coli K12, E. coli NCTC 10418, and E. coli Nissl 1917. So what did we find from the research in the literature? E. coli K12 growth is inhibited by aspartame. This means that it's slowing the reproduction of K12 E. coli K12, sorry. E. coli NCTC 10418 was found to increase in pathogenicity when treated with aspartame, which is not good for our gut. E. coli Nissl 1917 was shown to be a beneficial gut microbe with probiotic properties that has in fact been used to treat diarrhea and other bowel-related diseases. One would then wonder what aspartame has on what effect aspartame has on this species of E. coli and what would be the health repercussions of that. So let's look at the claim again. Olympic swimmers are staving off E. coli by chugging Coca-Cola. No research supports this claim, but we have found that some of the ingredients in Coke may have beneficial properties. So this is where the news media may have got their idea from. The point to keep in mind though is that caffeine and aspartame can be found in various foods and drinks, not just Coke. And I wouldn't be rushing out to buy these foods to protect against E. coli poisoning. We did find, if you think back to the previous slides, we found that caffeine and aspartame were inhibiting the growth of bacteria that naturally exists in our gut. If that balance is disturbed by the inhibition of growth, that could potentially make us sick in itself. So really, more study needs to be conducted before people rush out and buy Coca-Cola to protect themselves from E. coli. Again, there's not enough evidence to support the claim and more research is needed. So here I've included my references so you may see where I got my information from. I'll also put the links down below. I encourage you to read the full articles yourself. You can further research it if you're interested. And then feel free to comment on my video. Let's get a discussion going. Let's talk about the news, the media, and their outrageous claims. And let's put to bed these false claims that we find in the media. Thank you.